Give up just too many pressures. Derek Carr is, I believe, the fourth most pressured quarterback according to PFF last time I was looking at it. And Derek Carr, to be quite frank, doesn't do well under pressure. He's an average to slightly below average quarterback under pressure. Under pressure this past year, he has the most interceptions. And I am a DC stan. I am a DC stan. This is kind of dirty, but I got my Fresno State hat here. Okay, I'm a DC stan, but that is a problem. So you got to give him an O-line. When Harbaugh left the Niners, I wanted him. So also word is DC will not play without a $30 million contract. Now he's about the money. And I'm glad I'm recording right now. So yeah, DC, this is an interesting thing with him. Remember the Raider for Life comment where he was like, I want to be a Raider for life. I don't want to play anywhere else. And if I was traded, I would probably retire because I love the Raiders and rah Raiders. I've been saying this the whole time. He said that Raider for life comment back when John Gruden was the coach, back when he thought John Gruden was going to be the coach slash GM, the monarch of the Raiders for 10 years, for over 10 years probably. That was back then. That was back when he probably knew he had really good job security and he kind of had a clear idea of what the organization was doing. Because look, I mean, Gruden was tight with Derek Carr, as tight as he is with any player on the team, from what we can see, right, with our eyes. And so it makes sense to me that Derek Carr would maybe start changing his tune. And you saw this happen with the press conference after the Bengals game. What did Derek Carr say? Oh, when it comes to contracts and stuff, I play quarterback and I let my agents worry about that. And I'm just trying to be a good guy and I'll let them know what I want. It's like, no. What do you mean you'll let them know what you want? We want to know what you want. You want to be with the Raiders? Or do you want to go somewhere else? And here's another thing I want to say. He's on a 1-year, $19 million deal. He has no dead money. I think he's a talented quarterback. I think he believes and he thinks he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And he has some reason to think that, in my opinion. I give Derek Carr credit. I'm not going to say any hot takes right now, but I have said hot takes that piss a lot of people off from being a Carr stan in some ways. Like I said, I don't think he's good under pressure. I said that earlier. He's not good under pressure. He needs a good O-line. And he's not going to freaking he's not going to be Josh Allen and truck somebody to get into the end zone. He's not going to do that either. But he's a good leader. He's an accurate passer. He's a smart quarterback. And that's what you need. Most loaded teams like the Bucks, like the Chiefs, that's all you really need. So here's what I'll say. Maybe his tune is changing. Oh, I'll let my agents handle that. I'll let them handle that. I just play quarterback. That's a very different tune than I'm a Raider for life, bro. I'm a Raider for life, bro. I think the Gruden thing messed with him. I think just Mayock getting wiped out now, Rich Bisaccia not being chosen, and Derek Carr and the players, Hunter Renfrow, Derek Carr, Max Crosby, they stumped for Rich Bisaccia, and then boom, that's not what happened. So maybe he's upset, and you have to wonder. We always ask this question: does Derek Carr deserve to be the Raiders franchise QB? We always ask this question, especially going into this contract year. Why don't we ever ask this other question, which is, do the Raiders deserve Derek Carr as their franchise quarterback? Do you guys think? And I want to know, do you think at this point, with how this organization has functioned over the past 8 years, if you're Derek Carr, do you not consider other options? Do you not consider trying to get out of your 1-year deal to maybe go play with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers? Maybe go play with Sean Payton and the Saints. Hey, why not even go to the AFC West and go with Denver, see what they got going on, and hang out with John Elway and play against your Raiders twice a year? Like, Derek Carr hasn't had a good situation with the Raiders. John Gruden was the only sense of stability he had, and even then it wasn't successful. Paul Guenther really crapped the bed. We haven't really had any offensive weapons besides Darren Waller and Renfrow and Josh Jacobs. He hasn't had a premier wide receiving crew like most quarterbacks get, like he would get if he was with the Steelers, like he would get if he was with the Broncos, like he would get if maybe with the Saints if Michael Thomas comes back. So Carr turns 31. He's getting to the age where things are wrapping up. Things typically wrap up for QBs at this point, right? Russell Wilson is 33. These are the latter parts of these guys' careers. Shows that I'm getting kind of old too. So what do you guys think? Do you think he's maybe exploring his options? He's now saying, I'll let my agents handle the contract stuff, after previously in the same season saying, I'm a Raider for life. I would probably retire if I was ever traded. He went from that to freaking, I let the agents handle it. That's a very different tune. Maybe Derek Carr is considering his options. And another thing, if Jim Harbaugh was the coach, his last quarterback as a head coach in the NFL was Colin Kaepernick as a Niner. Would he want somebody like Derek Carr? Would they mesh well? I don't know. But I think Derek Carr has done really well. I think he's allowed us to get into the playoffs. But I do think his comments indicate that there could be a change of tune. There could be a change of tune.